Welcome, everybody. My name is Sara Jane Abbott. I work at the Evanston Chamber of Commerce as the marketing director, and we've started doing these water cooler chats to check in with our members to see what they're up to. Today, we're speaking with Alan Moy of Viet. I'm so excited about your food and when it gets to come back. But in the meantime, we miss you. I did buy some sauce a while back, and I still have a little bit left, so I'm going to need a replenishment. But what's your work day like? What are you doing?
So thank you again, Sara Jane, for having us on this water cooler chat, and again for your support. You, like many folks in the community, have this been awesome. We have been running our sauce jars as one of the few operations that we have going for some folks. We obviously been very also supported by the GoFundMe contributions from my staff's fund, as well as just the apparel fundraiser we ran earlier, and just many different ways. As now we are channel, omni-channel as they call it, business
totally
today. So.
Yep.
We've certainly been on the sidelines, waiting things out and making sure that everybody, most importantly, is healthy. But for all the folks who have supported us like yourself, we're very, very grateful for sure.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. So now, when it comes to things that are going out, so we now kind of know what you're doing. What projects are you working on? What's the future right now?
So right now, you're seeing me in the kitchen. It feels good to be back in the kitchen, to say the least. I've been here sporadically at best. So most recently, I am preparing to reopen the kitchen. We're kind of going two paths. So simultaneously, intrinsically with our company, my team, myself, how we built this company, is to support the community. And the major path that we're pursuing, it's a little bit under wraps still, but for the sake of where we're heading to, is we want to feed folks who are in need. And I know a lot of folks are already doing this, so I appreciate all my peers who have been still on the front lines, but there's a lot of community meals that need to be still fed. Fortunately, we have a lot of great relationships with the Evanston Community Foundation, the Mayor's Office, the City of Evanston, the School District 65 and 202. So we're slowly and quickly approaching those opportunities. I say that because there's a lot of moving parts. So that's kind of the big opportunity that we're pursuing, to reopen the kitchen, but simultaneously, what we do is obviously cook. And so we want to get cooking again. And I'm excited to share for the first time publicly that on June 4th, Thursday, we're going to open a weekend menu. We're going to have some really fun main entrees and side dishes for everybody to try. I'll walk you through that menu in a bit. But ultimately, this is our time to, I think, get back to what we do best and what we love most, which is cook. And we're going to offer a majority new menu, family-friendly, allow families to go cook kind of on their own terms too, to be a part of the process. So we're really excited. I'm in here doing kind of the last wave of R&D, and then starting next week, I'll bring a good portion of my staff back, and then the following week, Thursday, June 4th, we'll be open for the weekends to start, and we'll see how it goes from there.
And what are your hours going to be then for the weekend?
Yeah, so it's a little bit TBD still currently, but we're looking at potentially hours between 12 and 8, so not too far from our current operational hours, or I guess not necessarily current, but our previous hours. But 12 to 8.
Lunch places. Yes, we need lunch places. So I'm so glad it's 12 to 8.
Absolutely. So we'll see how it goes. There's a chance that we might shorten some of those hours to begin, but naturally we want to be able to serve people the primary meals like lunch and dinner. I think the reason why we're kind of pausing on some of the exact details on the timing is that we're still collecting feedback on when folks obviously want to prepare meals, but then also because our menu will be predicated kind of in the take and bake component. That's certainly different meal times and when you would want to pick up and get delivered. So naturally, if we have a meal kit for, let's say, for example, your family or another family, times and deliveries might be more sensible, closer to the 6 o'clock, 6:30 time frame, so you guys can finish off the meals at home.
That's awesome. I'm super excited about all the family meals that all the restaurants are having. It's awesome. So on the last question we love to ask is, what are you doing for work-life balance?
So, very early on in my corporate career, work-life balance is always very, very difficult, and now it hasn't gotten any easier. I think what I've always been taught by some mentors is that there's work and then there's life. You got to be able to do sometimes those things separately, but no, I say that tongue-in-cheek because I'm very fortunate to use a very, very tough circumstance and challenge right now to also kind of get back to square one, which is, personal health, spending time, whether it be virtual in most cases with friends, family, like you and many folks, rest and reconnectivity with other folks have been fantastic. So I think work-life balance for me has been heavily focused on different sets of hours more than ever. For me, it still has been heavily in the kitchen. So although I haven't been cooking in this kitchen, I recently did virtual cooking classes out of my home kitchen. 2/3 of my day sometimes is spent developing recipes for Nom Nom or just kind of at large. So I'm flexing new muscles, whether it be baking finally, which is something I've always kind of shied away from. So Japanese milk bread to sourdoughs have been.
I was gonna say, are you baking sourdough? That's what everyone's doing. Is
Yeah, honestly, I was one of the early adopters of this. It's kind of like having your own like little baby, little sourdough starter, and it certainly has gotten me working on anything from discard recipes for crab cakes to pancakes, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
But I'm excited to get back to what we love doing most, which is being in the kitchen. And you guys will see this, and I'm excited about the new menu because you'll see anything from coconut fried rices to vermicelli noodle stir fries, pulled pork bows, and skewers. So things that are naturally very dietary friendly. So still gluten-free majority. In many ways vegan. We're going to do dairy-free almost across the board. And this is kind of cool, I think, products that I've always wanted to launch. But my work-life balance is naturally still going to be my work and my passion, which is food. So I'm very grateful to have a little bit of extra time these days to focus on those passions.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we're so lucky to have you in our neighborhood, in the city. I can't wait for you to open up. I can't wait for the new menu. And good luck with everything. Thank you so much for your time today.
I appreciate everything that the Chamber does and all of our partners in Evanston. Like I said, we're very, very grateful and just very thankful as well. So thank you for everything you do and continue to support not just us, but all the local businesses in Evanston.
Thank you. We're all in this together.
100%. Absolutely. Take care of you well. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye.